Hey YouTube. So it has been a while, like I think a year or something since I posted my last video, and it was supposed to be like an everyday thing. So I'm gonna work on that. A lot of things have happened since my last video. I am still living in my van. I'm doing little projects to it, basically every day to basically on the weekends. Some things, no, I'll take that back. I really don't need my husband's help for any of it. Things are not going good between him and I at this point. I still got my girl Piggy. She will be 2 years old on September 2nd. I am really excited for her birthday. I don't know what I'm going to do for her birthday yet, but I'm going to do something. Currently got a little financial situation going on. Hopefully that will be resolved in the next 30 days. And once that is resolved, I'm going to be able to hopefully hit the road, and I will be making my way back up north. My first stop I plan to be making is in Pennsylvania. Hint, hint to all my Pennsylvania people. My main stop will be to see my very best friend and basically my mom. She's going through a lot right now. She just had to put her dog down, and it tore me up not being there for her. Medically, things have been a little crazy for me. I just did a hospital stint for my body just decided to freak out, and I went into diabetic ketoacidosis again for like the 40th plus time. Doctors don't know why I have not died yet, but I'm glad that I have not died yet. I got put on this really cool device called the Dexcom G6, I believe it is. It's a continuous glucose monitor, and the next time that I replace it, I call it my button because it's kind of what it looks like. The next time that I go to replace it, I'm gonna do a whole video about it. I'm also thinking about doing a video about what I do in a day medically, because some people don't understand how difficult it is for my health conditions for me to do some of the things that I do. So I think that by showing some of you what I go through in a day medically would open up a lot of eyes for people to see that, for one, you can live this life. You can live this life living on the road. I'm trying to get all of my doctors and everything to where I only have to come through my city that I stay at right now, which is Owensboro, Kentucky. I have an awesome medical team. I really like them. I've gone through many things with them. It's been nice to be able to pick up the phone and call somebody that I trust and be like, hey, this is the situation, this is how I'm feeling, what do you suggest? Which I didn't feel that way in the past with the people that were taking care of me, and I think that's a very big thing. I did have I had my gallbladder removed, so I no longer have a gallbladder. My body pretty much adjusted very well to that. Apparently, my gallbladder had not been working for years, and it was just basically a dead organ that was causing a lot of problems. So they went in and they took it out. The healing was, the first week was kind of rough, but after that, the pain basically went away, and I was fine. Shortly after that, I had to have a complete hysterectomy. So they took everything but my ovaries, and the reason behind that was I had the beginning stages of cervical cancer. And so they just went ahead and took everything out, and that was to avoid any kind of possible complications and cancer and all that great stuff. So they took the all of that out. So the option of having a child is no longer on the table for me, which I've come to terms with that, and I do grieve, some days, especially when I see my friends having babies and getting pregnant and enjoying their pregnancy, and it's very hard for me sometimes, but I basically come to terms with the fact that I myself will never be pregnant, will never carry a child to term, will never give birth to a child. So instead, I have devoted all my love and all my attention to my beautiful girl, Miss Piggy. And she is now actually registered as my emotional support animal. She goes everywhere that I go. She goes into Walmart, she goes into restaurants, anywhere that I go, she goes. She has a little carrier that I put her in, and she's a great, when I went into the hospital, she was with me. She did 7 hours in her carrier with no accidents. She did great. The nurses, sorry about that. The nurses all loved her. My husband ended up taking her over to a friend's house because he had to work. There is, I think, a bird above me dropping stuff on my head. I'm under a tree right now because it's shady. But the next day they were all like, "Where's your cat at? Like, is she coming back?" Like, they were, they loved her. And my doctors, they've all, gotten used to me bringing her in. So if for some reason, like, my husband has the day off and he's with her in the van instead of me bringing her in, they're all like, "Where is she? Where's Miss Piggy at?" Like, they love her. Everybody loves her. And they always, "Oh, she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful." I'm like, "Stop, you're giving her a complex, okay? She already knows she's a princess." And so I'm doing a lot of things to the van. My mom, when I had my apartment, bought me this really nice rug. It was like a 9x10 rug. It basically covered over almost my whole entire living room floor. I did not want to get rid of that carpet because it was really nice, and it was in my favorite colors of different shades of blue and white. So I kept it, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to put down brand new carpet on my van floor instead of it being like the gray color that it was. So cut it, and we put it in, and we also put carpet up in the front, which once I get it all cleaned out and organized the way that I want, I'm going to give you guys a van tour. I'm just have a lot of projects going on, and it's just basically a bunch of clutter. I'm not even sleeping in the back of the van right now. I'm sleeping up front, and I will do a video of like me getting ready to go to bed at night. One of the projects that I am about to finish up is placing reflectives in all of the back windows. So both sliding doors on the side, they will have reflective on there. The two further back windows on each side, they have reflectives on them. And then the big back window now has a big piece of reflective. I only have the window on the passenger sliding glass door to do, and the reason why I'm doing the reflectives, one is that it's the same stuff that you would put in on your windshield to deflect the sun from like heating up your vehicle. So because I travel to various places and I'm in my van for extended periods of time, I'm trying to do things that will help it stay cooler, not only for myself, but of course for my girl. So the idea is that I have the windows blocked out with the reflectives, so hopefully that the back of the van will not heat up as quickly as it would if there was nothing on the windows. The windows are all tinted, but they're not a dark tint, so if you get close enough up onto the van, you can actually see inside of the van, which I don't particularly care for, because say I need to get dressed or something like that, I need my privacy basically. So these coverings are good to keep the sun out. It's good for privacy reasons. And it's also good for like when you're kind of like trying to stealth camp, when you say are staying in a Walmart parking lot and they have really, really bright lights and you're just trying to go to sleep and you got all these bright lights shining in your face. Like, blocking all of those windows out will help to achieve the goal of making it darker. So by the time that I'm done, there's basically only going to be 2 windows that are not constantly covered, which are the driver's side window door and the passenger door window. And I'm been doing some research as to what I want to put in there, because here in Kentucky, we recently went through a heat spell, and it got up to like 110 degrees, and I definitely could not sleep in the back of the van because there was basically no air circulation. Even though I have like 3 or 4 like USB powered fans, it still was not helping, and I was just getting very sick in the heat. So I moved up to the front where I could get the cross breeze from the open windows. No, I do not worry about Pig getting out, because she is on a 35-foot cable. She is constantly attached to this cable when she is in the van, because in the past she has had the habit of jumping out the window and us not realizing that she has jumped out, and we have actually accidentally left her, somewhere and drove somewhere else and realize, oh crap, she's not in the car, and we have to drive back and hunt for her and find her, and luckily we've found her every time. So I came up with the idea to have this cable. It's a tie-out cable that you would tie a dog up with. It is attached to the driver's side headrest, so she has enough cable that she can get from the front of the van to the back of the van, and she can actually jump out the window. But due to the cable, we are awoken very quickly of her jumping out of the van, which she did it last night, and I, got her and she was fine. But it keeps her from being able to run off and get lost or get hurt, being hit by a car or anything like that. So I worry about that all the time, so I just go the extra extreme pet mom and just do everything I can to keep her safe. So a lot of things are going on. I'm going to try to sit down and make a list of different topics that I want you guys to know and experience. And yes, there are tons of videos, tons. If you go and you put into your search engine, van dwelling or boondocking, oh, there's a cute little bunny up on the hill. Oh, it's too far away for you guys to see it, but it's a cute little brown bunny over there. Big animal person, y'all. I feed everybody and everything. And so I'm going to sit down and I'm going to make a bullet as to, and I want you guys to please give me some suggestions. What would you guys like to know? I'm basically open. Like, if you have questions, please ask. Please ask, because people that don't live this life and that don't really know people that live this life, like, they may have questions like, how do you do this, or how do you do that, or where do you go for this, or where, how do you live, like, how are you doing this? And so, like, I would love to show you guys and be completely open and honest with you guys. Like, right now I do not have a laptop, and I have just a lot of other expenses, and you guys see I got new glasses, and yeah, so I keep pushing them up because I'm not used to this frame. And so I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I don't edit these videos, so they come to you open and raw. Mistakes, stutters, loss of train of thought, the whole 9 yards. But eventually I plan on making these videos a lot more professional and editing them and just spending a lot of more time on this. I'm not trying to like be one of those people that get rich off of YouTube and all of that. Like, I just want to live my life, but share it with as many people as I can, because there are people out there that are like, oh, I wish that I could travel like that. You can. It just takes some getting used to. It takes to know, what are you willing to go without? Like, living in a sticks and bricks house, that's what we call like an apartment or a house, sticks and bricks. Like, living in a home like that is not important to me. I don't feel fulfilled living in one of those places. I don't feel safe. I know it's weird. I don't feel safe living in one of those places. Like, I just feel trapped and suffocated when I do try to live like a normal person, so to speak. Like, I just feel more free and more open when I'm living in my van. You know, if I get tired of a situation or a person, I can just, you know, turn my car on and I can drive somewhere else and I can get my peace of mind back. Where, you know, you get somebody who keeps coming to your house and coming to your house and coming to your house, even though they're not wanted, they keep knocking on your door and knocking on your door. Like, that's disturbing your peace. So, you guys, since this is going on to be like a 16-minute video, I'm going to cut it off here. I just wanted to jump on and say hey and let y'all know I have not forgotten about you. I have not forgotten about the people that have, you know, subscribed to this channel. Please share, you know, my channel. Things are going to be changing pretty soon. It's just going to be me. My husband is not going to be in the equation of my travelings and my movings around. It's just going to be me, and it's going to be Pig. And I cannot wait for that day. I cannot wait to have all of my peace back. I still color. I still try to do arts and crafts. And so, you know, you can friend request me on Facebook, and I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Twitter, and all of that now, even though I'm like still trying to figure out how all that works. I'm going back to posting my daily card of the day, which is an oracle card of some kind. Right now I'm working with a butterfly deck, so if you're into something like that, or you would just like to know more about it, you know, please go check that out. Maybe one day I will do the card of the day on here and kind of explain it a little bit. I'm still learning. People that don't know, I'm very open and honest about my path in life. I'm a witch. I've been a practicing witch for a very long time. I knew from the gate when I was very young that I was not going to be a Christian. I was not going to be attending a church. I tried. I went to several different churches. I went to several different denominations. Like, I tried, and I didn't fit in with any of them, and I couldn't walk the walk that they were walking because I didn't believe in it. However, the walk that I walk now, I believe it every day. I profess it every day. I take action every day. I have crystals. I have herbs. I have different sprays. I have jewelry. I have so many treasures, and they all do something for me. Like, they're not just something I put on a shelf and they're like, oh, it's so pretty. Like, no, this crystal or this rock does something for me. I believe in doing good to nature and other people. No matter, you know, somebody may screw me over. Matter of fact, I just got screwed over by somebody, and all I said was, you know, karma's gonna take care of that. I don't stress myself out over it. I don't like to put any kind of bad or negative energy out there. I will tell people very quickly, I believe in karma to the max, and I believe if you wrong me, then she's gonna take care of it. So that being said, y'all, I missed y'all a lot. I miss my Pennsylvania people. Rachel, if you're watching this, I miss you. And Ashlyn, if you're watching this, your baby is gorgeous, like drop dead gorgeous little boy. So I hope that all of you guys have a great day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and that the goddess and God just watch over you. And I will get back with y'all hopefully tomorrow with another video. All right, have a great day. Bye.